As a kid, Angry Birds was my favorite Angry Birds of all time. Whether it be the colorful characters, the simple yet addicting characters, or the fun stories people would create with the fun characters, I and others had great memories with it. Nowadays, Angry Birds is a husk of its former self. But that doesn't mean we cannot celebrate the golden days of the franchise. Many argue on which is the best game of them all. One could argue that it's Angry Birds Classic because it's the one that started it all, Angry Birds Epic for its ambitious gameplay, or Bad Piggies because why the hell not? But I would like to make the argument on why this Angry Birds game is the most definitive, greatest, most symbolic of what the series stood for. Angry Birds Seasons. Okay, just hear me out, please. In this video, I'm going to try my best to explain why I think this specific Angry Birds game is the best that Rovio ever made, or at least why I love it above all else. Okay, you know the drill, history. After the explosive success of the original Angry Birds in December 2009, any logical person would capitalize on it, which is exactly what Rovio did. Merchandise, promotional animations, and new games. A sequel was something few expected. But Rovio did just that with the new Halloween levels. Back then, the sequel was literally known as Angry Birds Halloween, but after the Season's Greetings level pack in 2010, the game's name was changed to Angry Birds Seasons, and the rest was history. Across the many years of development, many more seasons were added with various gimmicks to spice up the fun. Abracadabra with magic portals, Ham Dunk where they collabed with the freaking NBA, and on Thin Ice where the best bird of all time was introduced. Finn! However, as most people know, a lot of Rovio's old games ceased development, and Seasons was no stranger. 2016 was the last hurrah as the final batch of Seasons were released and the final days of Pig Days were celebrated. After Ragnarok, the game was dead. Until 2018 where a random update that no one cared about was released. Then later, it got deleted from the App Store, blah blah blah, cringe Rovio moment. Now that I explained the history of Seasons, why is it so special? The gameplay just looks like Angry Birds with extra colors. Well, you are right. But just hear me out, there's more, I promise. Angry Birds is a simple slingshot game, so it sounds like you can't really do much experimentation with it. But if Zun is able to make every new Touhou game refreshing than the last, then the Mad Lads at Rovio can do the same. The level design has gotten more creative in this game as it has to fit into a certain theme like Halloween or Christmas, but it also helps that they have a certain new gimmick to spice things up. Like I mentioned earlier, every season features a new gimmick to the level design. You can argue that other games do their gimmicks better, like Zero Gravity or Wind Resistance, but again, just hear me out.